Here's a famous poem by Emily Dickinson. Let's read it and see what we can make of it. Success is counted sweetest by those who ne'er succeed. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Not one of all the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory as he defeated dying, on whose forbidden ear the distant strains of triumph break, agonized and clear. The poem opens with a clear statement of theme. Success is counted sweetest by those who ne'er succeed. After the statement of theme, we have two illustrations. The first illustration is only 2 lines. The second and more complete one comprises the last 2 stanzas. To comprehend a nectar requires sorest need. Nectar is that internal part of a flower that gives it fragrance. The word comprehend is important. It means to appreciate fully on all levels of our minds and hearts. Sorest in this context means deepest and most urgent. So, to fully comprehend the fragrance of a flower, we require a deep, urgent need for it. Imagine a homeless kid in a big city that spends his life rummaging in trash bins for food or whatever. Imagine such a kid living a life of squalor and bad smells. And imagine such a kid one day coming upon a flower vendor and getting a couple of good whiffs of the fragrance of fresh flowers. Such a person will appreciate, will comprehend the joy of that experience more than someone who has flowers on the dining room table every day. The smell is the same for both, but not the appreciation. This idea is more fully illustrated in the last 2 stanzas. Not one of all the purple host who took the flag today can tell the definition so clear of victory as he defeated dying, on whose forbidden ear the distant strains of triumph break, agonized and clear. A host is a massive number of people, in this case an army. It is a purple host because purple is the color of royalty, the king. And in the old days, the king, with his purple regalia, would lead his army into battle. And the line, who took the flag today, indicates again that this is an army. Even in the Civil War, which Emily Dickinson lived through, a flag bearer would march at the head of an army, indicating the army's identity. So what kind of soldier understands victory the best? The soldier who is wounded and lying near death on the battlefield after the battle is over. This soldier has experienced defeat, and there is nothing like defeat to help us understand and appreciate victory. The soldier's ear is forbidden because he is forbidden to take part in the victory celebration. The distant strains of triumph refer to, I suppose, the bugler in the distance blowing the victory call. The sound of that victory call would be agonizing to the dying soldier, aware that he will never share in the victory. It's such a little poem, but it's such a large truth, and we can all relate to it. If you've ever played sports and been on a bunch of losing teams, you understand and appreciate the value of success more than those who've always been on winning teams. If you're a person who has struggled with math or English or some other subject, Perhaps you failed remedial math and then made a B in it the second time around. You understand and appreciate that B more than someone who is pretty good in math, made a half-hearted effort in the course and still got a B. If you come from a poor background and many times in your life have not had enough to eat, you appreciate a good meal or a full pantry more than someone from an affluent background who's never been hungry. And that's what this poem's about. It's typical Emily Dickinson. Little poem, big truth.